Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back. Today's Thursday, and we're going to continue our work with area. Let's take a minute to look at the sticky note just to make sure you have everything that you need with you. The first thing I want to go over, if you want to double check to see how you did on Tuesday's homework, bring back your work and we'll check that. For today's math, we'll need page 245 and 246, the graph paper that was attached to your outline, and crayons. So take a second to hit the pause button and make sure you have everything you need. Okay, great. Let's first go ahead and start with your homework. We did the first one together, so we'll jump to question number 2. 94 plus what number equals 260? My answer was 166. This is how I solved it. From 94, I took a jump to 100, then a jump to 200, then a jump to 260. My answer is at the top of the number line. When I add it all up, 166 is my answer. Number 3, 143 plus what number equals 300? To solve that, I started with 143, made a friendly jump to 150, a friendly jump to 200, and then a friendly jump to 300. Adding up all my jumps, making it a total of 157. Let's take a look at the last one, number 4. 167 plus what number equals 167 plus what number equals 325? So from 167, I took a jump to the next friendly number, 170. Then I took a jump of 30 to another friendly benchmark, 200. Then a jump to 300. And then finally a jump of 25 to land at 325. Adding all that up, my grand total of jumps was 158. Hopefully you did a great job on that. If this is something that's tricky, please don't hesitate to email us and we can set up a special Google Meet with you to practice some more. Okay, let's move on to some area. Let's go ahead and we will first start with page 245. Let's have that one in front of us. It looks like this. If you remember on Tuesday, we talked about how area is the measurement of the space within a shape. Okay, last week we measured the distance around. This week we're measuring how much space is inside. I took some time to use the color tiles to fill up that whole space. And then we simply just counted the color tiles like this. Remember, I was making sure I didn't have any gaps and I didn't have any overlaps. Everything was kind of tight, touching together. Okay, so quickly looking at this one. This area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This square has an area of 9 square inches. Okay, we're just kind of reviewing what we did on Tuesday and warming up. Let's take a look at number 2. Again, I'm just going to cover those tiles, this shape up with the tiles. But look what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to try to make it a little more efficient. I think we realized that as long as we had the 2 side lengths, the length and the width, we could figure out the total area because we have such a strong background in using arrays. If this side is 4 and this side is 2, we know that this whole area is going to be 8 square inches because 4 times 2 equals 8. we would look at this. This is 2 rows with 4 in each. But we could double check. Let's finish what this looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 square inches. Let's try one more. This last one. This rectangle. If I fill it up, no gaps, no overlaps, the space inside is what we're measuring. Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 square inches. Okay, so to measure area, at this point we just fill the inside with our color tiles and we count them up. Okay, let's move on to something a little different today. Today's big idea is we're going to practice realizing that something can have the same area, but it could have a different perimeter. Let me show you what I mean. For this part, you will need the graph paper and you will need crayons or color pencils, whichever you like to use. And let's take a look. So using this graph paper, we'll call it square units. I'm going to draw a rectangle that has an area of 12. That means I'm going to color a rectangle so it has 12 square units colored in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is a rectangle with an area of 12 square units. I'm going to record that. Area equals 12 square units. We know that because we're simply counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's find out what the perimeter of this rectangle is. If you remember, the perimeter is the distance around. So we have 1 here. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units long, 1 unit high, and this side here again is going to be 12 units long. Let's count it all up. Remember, when we add the perimeter, we add all the sides up. Okay? So let's go ahead and add up all those sides. 12 plus 12 is 24, plus 1, 25, plus another 1, 26. So the perimeter is 26 square units. 26 units. Okay? Let's try another one that has an area of 12. This time, let's do 3 rows with 4 in each row. 3 by 4. Okay. This looks like the arrays we were doing in the beginning of the year. And that's exactly what it is. You're going to find area is going to be easy for you because you're great with arrays. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this has an area of 12 square units. Let's find the perimeter. Let's count the lengths of the sides. 1, 2, 3. So this side is 3 units long. 1, 2, 3, 4. This side is 4 units long. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's add them all up to find the perimeter. 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3. Your grand total, 8 plus 6, 14 units. Okay? Notice how both of these shapes, they look very different. They both have the same area, but their perimeters are different. Let's try another one. Let's try, and if you want to switch colors, go ahead and switch colors. I'm going to do that. All right, let's create something that has an area of 8. So let's do 2 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do our second row. Okay. So you just made a 2x4 array. I'm sure you already know the area without even having to really think about it. Let's count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This side length is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This side length is 2. You know that 4 times 2 equals 8. Or you could just count the squares. Area equals 8 square units. Now let's continue measuring to find the perimeter of this rectangle. 1, 2, this side is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. This side is 4. Let's put that here so you can see it better. Let's go ahead and add all these up to find the perimeter. 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. Perimeter is 8 plus 4. The perimeter equals 12 units. The perimeter is 12 units. The area is 8 square units. Let's build another rectangle with 8 square units as an area. This time let's do, what if we did 8 rows of 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? 8 rows of 1 will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're thinking area is the same thing as an array, you are correct. That's why area is going to be easy for you right now. We're finding the area of regular shapes. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's label this. Area. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 square units. Let's find the perimeter, the distance around this rectangle. This is 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 1, and there's 8 again. Add up all the sides. 8 plus 8 plus 1 plus 1. 16 plus 2. Your perimeter is 18 units. This shape looks very different from our first one, but they both have the same area of 8 square units, but notice their perimeters are different. You have another graph paper in your attachments. Try this one after you leave me. Try making 2 shapes just like we did, but this time make them both have an area of 16 square units and find the perimeter of each. So part of your work after you leave me is to draw 2 rectangles, both with an area of 16. Find the perimeter of each to see if they're different. Okay, so that's one thing you're going to go ahead and work on. The second thing you're going to go and work on independently can be found on page 246. It looks like this. Follow the directions. Each rectangle has an area of 20 square units. Find the perimeter of each. This is exactly the same thing that we just did. Count the units on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This side is 4, this side is 5. Add up all the sides to find the perimeter. You'll do that for 1 through 2. And number 3 has you thinking a little bit more about math. What do you notice about the perimeter of shapes that have the same area? What do you notice about the perimeter? Are they different? Are they bigger? Are they smaller? Make some observations once you've figured out the perimeter of each. So 2 things to work on your own. You're going to first do some more shapes. 2 shapes with an area of 16, finding the perimeter of each. And then you're going to go ahead and go back to your homework on page 246. Good luck with perimeter and area. Have fun making the shapes. Email us if you have any questions. Have a great day.